Here's the fastest path to six figures if you're already working in tech. So usually I gear stuff towards people who are beginners trying to get into tech, but this is for people who are already in tech. If you're asking, do I need a degree? Is tech still hiring? Is it oversaturated? What certification should I get first? This is not the episode for you. Go watch one of the other episodes. This is for people who are already in tech, whether you're doing help desk, IT support, junior admin, SOC analyst, cloud support, network tech, and you probably need some different guidance. You're probably asking a different question. You're probably trying to figure out, how do I get to six figures as fast as possible without wasting time and wasting years? So that is the question that I'm going to answer today. This is not vibes, this ain't opinions. This is real data, the different career lanes, the timeline that you should have, and a strategy to get there. So let me just clear something up to start things off. Six figures in tech is not rare, but it's also not automatic. According to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the median tech wage is actually 2 times the national average. Several tech roles cross 100K easily without any management. The fastest six-figure roles are usually specialized and not based on seniority. So you don't need 10 years. You don't need to have 20 years, 30 years, a doctorate. You don't need any of that. You just need to make sure that you are on the right path. And if you need to pivot, you pivot in the right direction. And honestly, a lot of people stall out because they stay generalized for way too long. They just keep on stacking beginner cert after beginner cert after beginner cert. And they also don't really align with roles that are critical to business operations and revenue. Six figures doesn't come just from knowing IT. It comes from understanding risks, infrastructure, revenue, and how businesses actually scale. So right now, I want to give you just a few career paths that can lead to six figures very, very quickly. Right now, the absolute fastest way would be cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is and still is the most consistent six-figure accelerator, six-figure pathway, six-figure dreamway, right? An information security analyst, for example, right? The median pay is 120 grand. Right now, it's growing about 30% year over year. That's one of the fastest growing sectors in the U.S. Right now, it's over 3.5 million unfilled cybersecurity roles. So you may be asking, why the hell does cybersecurity pay this much? Well, it's super important, right? Because security protects revenue, security protects you from liability, and security protects your reputation, right? Because it can be a company that's been around for 100 years, and if they have a breach where a bunch of people, data get leaked, a bunch of money gets stolen, their reputation can go in the toilet really quickly. Companies don't try to negotiate around breaches and leaks and stuff like that. They try to mitigate them and prevent them. So what is the fastest way, right? So if we are already in security or we're looking to get into security, what are some of the fastest roles to get to six figures? Cloud security engineer, a generalized security engineer, a GRC analyst. So GRC, anything in governance, risk, and compliance, especially alongside AI, and detection and response. So like blue team stuff. This is a real timeline for people who are already in tech that are looking to get to six figures. In 6 to 12 months, you need to be able to have a profound understanding of networking and systems, right? So you should already have, if you're looking to make six figures, you should, and you're already in cybersecurity, you should already have a Security Plus, right? So you should already have CompTIA Security Plus. You should be working towards CYSA Plus, and then get some cloud specific, security specific, cloud security specific certifications as well. And you also need to see what certifications are employers, wherever you're looking, if you're looking to work in Florida, if you're looking to work in Georgia, if you're looking to work in Germany, wherever you're trying to go, and the companies that you are interested in, what certifications are they looking for, right? So make sure that you know all this stuff. Once you get these certifications, you will be able to make six figures easily and quickly, right? Now, the process may not be easy. Once you get there, it'll be well worth it. Another one is cloud engineering, right? Cloud engineering or cloud architecture. Cloud is not new, but cloud specialization is something that's a little bit newer, right? So you may know something about it, but if you specialize in cloud, that's a way to get to the bag pretty quickly. The median salary for cloud architects is around 125 to 150. And these roles are growing at about 20% year over year. 90% of all businesses and all enterprises have multi-cloud environments. So no matter where you are in the world, they're going to have some type of cloud instance that you will be able to run, set up, stand up, secure, so on and so forth. Cloud runs everything. And cloud failures can literally stop businesses. And if you have an efficient cloud setup, it can save and make companies millions. So that's why you get paid the big bucks. You're going to need to understand Linux, networking, automation, identity, and access. If you already understand that stuff, you already halfway there. Linux, networking, automation, identity, and access at a bare minimum. So if you already know that stuff, the fastest pathway to get to six figures is having a really good understanding of AWS architecture and Azure architecture. You need to know Terraform, you need to know IAM, and you really need to know cost optimization. How can we save money? How can we make more money? And then make sure that you have a security plus cloud focus. If you can merge both of those together, it's going to have premium pay and allow you to get to the bag a lot quicker. This is one of the fastest ways system admins or network engineers can really cross that six-figure threshold. Before we get to the third job or the third field, I'm Rob from PastTechSearch.com, and I help people just like you get into tech. We actually just launched a brand new YouTube channel, and it's called Six Figure Tech Careers by Master IT. So if you're looking for more, instead of beginner stuff, more I'm already in tech, what's the next step? That would be the best place to go. We're actually about to launch a couple different frameworks and tools to help you guys, and also community. Just stay tuned. But as of right now, if you're looking for more stuff like this, of course, you can listen to the podcast and also go over to YouTube to Six Figure. So, whoa, not sex. Holy shit. We're not doing that. Six Figure Tech Careers. And we'll be more than happy to welcome you. So the next thing is DevOps. DevOps and just engineering on any platform. And DevOps is where I would say engineering meets uptime, because you got to make sure that everything is up when a customer wants it to be, and make sure that everything is working right when a client needs it, right? So DevOps engineers average around 120 to 140 a year. Demand has went through the goddamn roof for DevOps because of automation, AI, and they just want to make sure that everything is reliable. Like I said, a customer or client, when they open up a platform, when they open up a software, when they get on a website, they expect things to work a certain way and definitely have access to it. DevOps roles are really growing a lot faster than a traditional like system admin roles. So you're probably asking, why would a DevOps person get paid, right? Because of downtime, man. Shit not working, people getting 404 errors, people not being able to access the things they need to access to costs a lot of money, millions and millions and millions, sometimes billions of dollars, right? Also, slow deployment. So rolling out new software, rolling out new products. If you do that slowly with AI and competition, while you still trying to roll shit out, your competition may already have their product finished and out to the public. Also, automation reduces the need for unnecessary employees, unnecessary team members, right? And another thing is, if you're already in tech, you should already have the understanding that AI is a tool that is going to help you. AI is a tool that you have to work alongside with, right? Don't look at it as a threat. If you're looking at AI as a threat, then you need to raise your skill level to where you don't have to worry about it. Because anybody that's really working with AI understands that it's just a tool. It is not a replacement for you. So right now, you need to, if you're looking to be a DevOps engineer, you definitely need to be well versed in Linux and scripting and coding, cloud, monitoring, and just pipelines in general. You're already really in position. This is just one of the highest paying, I guess, non-management tracks, right? So you don't have to worry about management as much as far as being a manager. You're going to be managed, but a DevOps is one of those things that's really growing. It's fun, but like I said, it is a little, all of these are a little demanding, to be honest, because just giving it to you, you're not going to make six figures and shit going to be sweet. That's just not how things work, right? So whether you're cybersecurity, cloud engineering, DevOps, all these roles are critical, meaning that you may not just be working 9 to 5, right? Meaning that people may call you when it's time to get off, but you're making six fucking figures, right? A lot of times that's doubling, maybe tripling, what you're making right now. Another one that I'm going to say is a really quick path to six figures is anything in data. So data engineering, right? Not data science. That's a little bit different. So data engineering. Data engineering is going to pay a lot faster most times than data science. So data engineers, the median income for them is around 130,000. And the reason for that is because this is what AI and automation thrive off of. It needs data to give the best answers, the best prompts, and the best outputs, right? Every AI system runs on pipelines full of data, not just dashboards. So that's why it pays so much, right? No data, no fucking AI. That's how simple it is, right? Data engineers really build the infrastructure of everything. Without any data, without any inputs, there is no AI, right? So you got to be really familiar and comfortable with SQL, Python, and all different types of cloud data platforms. A data engineer, that's definitely a good lane to get to six figures. Last but definitely not least is going to be anything in identity and access management, right? Anything in it. And this a lot of times is one that I think that people overlook. Identity access management engineers often make around 110 to 140 a year. And it's really driven by zero trust security models, right? So this is very dependent on security and also regulations, so regulatory pressure that's kind of changing globally, not just in the United States. And just understand identity, make sure that you identify people, make sure that they're supposed to be where they're supposed to be, is for security, is for compliance, and it just makes sure that no matter where somebody gets access, no matter where somebody plugs in it, you'll be able to make sure that they are who they say they are and that they can only access the things that they are supposed to access. So if right now you're a system admin or security analyst or a cloud engineer, this is definitely one of those roles that you want to look into. Now, I want to get to the sad part of the podcast. This is why a lot of people never make it to six figures. This is just the hard truth. Most people just say, fuck it, really. You know, they stall because they don't think they're capable. They want to stay comfortable, or they avoid specializing. Like I said, a generalist, a lot of times is not going to ever make 100K. So make sure that you embrace being uncomfortable. Make sure that you are heading towards specialization. Make sure that you are getting certifications that aren't looked at as entry level. And make sure that you are ready for promotions, ready for the next step when it's time. Six figures doesn't come from you being loyal to the same company. It really comes from leverage, right? The moment you embrace risk, understand infrastructure, understand automation, understand security, and understand scale as far as business and personal, your salary is limitless, literally, right? Six figures starts at 100,000 and ends at 999,000, right? So the potential is limitless. So if you haven't been taking any notes, you've just been kind of passively listening to this episode, this is what the fuck you need to do. If you're already in tech and you're serious about six figures, choose one lane from this episode, audit your current skills, close whatever gaps you have, talent, skill-wise, reposition your resume toward the outcomes you're looking for right now, not the outcomes that you were looking for when you first got your tech job, and move to a different company. A lot of times, if you don't see a six-figure pathway where you currently are, you got to go somewhere else. Most six-figure jumps happen through you making moves strategically, not just looking for a raise. If you're already in tech and not making six figures yet, it's okay, but it's not okay to stay there. This is just an invitation. You know, the ceiling is not permanent. The ceiling isn't going to stay there forever. You don't need another beginner cert. You don't need another year of waiting. You don't need permission. You just need to execute. This episode gave you the lanes. I gave you the game. The question is simple. Either you're going to level up or you're not. Stay focused. Be strategic. And I'll see you at the bank.